Hey, I'll be working late again today, so don't bother with dinner.
What? Late again?
What's with that reaction? I'm always working late, aren't I?
Yeah, but today's my birthday.
You didn't mention anything about plans.
I thought it was obvious we'd spend time together. We always have.
Huh? So what?
We've celebrated my birthday together for the past 5 years.
Like I said, so what?
Even if you forgot today was my birthday, you could at least pretend to care. It just slipped your mind, didn't it?
Of course I remember it's your birthday. You're turning 40 today. But there's no point in celebrating some middle-aged woman's birthday.
Excuse me?
What? You're acting like I said something wrong.
You've never talked to me like this before.
Don't tell me you wanted to celebrate together. Stop acting so excited about aging another year when you're just an old hag in your 40s.
What did you just say?
Why are you getting so worked up?
Because my husband is suddenly treating me like I'm worthless.
I mean, I'd understand celebrating if it was some cute girl in her teens or 20s. But what's fun about celebrating a 40-year-old's birthday? I didn't even feel like getting you a present.
People can enjoy their birthdays at any age, and you're being awful, calling me an old hag over and over. I can't believe you talk to your wife like that.
Last year you didn't make such a big deal about your birthday.
Last year you brought me flowers and took me to dinner.
Yeah, well, that was then. This is now. Ugh, to think my wife is some woman in her 40s. Why did I even marry an older woman? I wish I could go back to before we got married.
What? Are you saying you regret marrying me?
What else do you think I meant?
After 5 years together, this is how you really feel?
Obviously. It's hard looking at your bare face every morning, and your body's all saggy now. Having a wife like you, all I have is regret. Once you're in your 40s, doing your makeup won't be enough to cover up how old you are.
How could you?
You asked how I really feel, didn't you? I'm just being honest.
I never asked to be insulted.
Man, all my friends have young, cute wives and seem so happy. Why did I end up marrying someone 7 years older than me?
What's with that attitude? You're the one who pursued me, saying you liked older women.
Huh?
You chased me for months, said you loved my maturity. In the beginning, I was concerned about our 7-year age gap too, but you said I don't mind at all. You convinced me that it didn't really matter how old we both were. That's why I gathered the courage to marry you. Why have you gotten so cold towards me since we got married?
I was just going through an older woman phase back then. People's preferences change over time, don't they?
A phase? Our marriage was just a phase to you? So I'm not your type anymore? You don't love me anymore?
Do you really need me to spell it out?
Yes, actually, I deserve that much.
Stop being so annoying when you're just an old hag. Anyway, I'm going back to work. You can celebrate your birthday by yourself.
Tom, we need to talk about this. At least tell me what changed. Tom? Happy birthday, Sarah. Finally joining the 40s club. I've been waiting ever since my birthday came first. Thanks, Kate. It's nice to have friends who still celebrate with you at this age. Don't say it like that. 40 is the new 30. I wish Tom felt that way. Doesn't he? Hey, we should celebrate with some drinks soon. For now, enjoy your evening with Tom. Actually, I'm alone tonight. Looks like my 40th birthday is starting with a lonely evening. Oh, really? Did something happen? He's working late again. Hey, why don't you join me for dinner? We could go get some nice wine to celebrate my birthday. I'm up for it, but what about Tom? Aren't you two celebrating together? He says he's working late again. Plus, he told me there's no point in celebrating a 40-year-old's birthday. He said what? Want to hear something worse? Tell me everything. He said I shouldn't get excited about something like a birthday at 40. He didn't even get me a present and doesn't want to celebrate. You're kidding, right? You can enjoy your birthday at any age. That's what I thought too, but Tom seems to think differently. About that, there's something you should know. What is it? What's this about working late? That's strange. Considering how quickly he left the office today, he clocked out at 5 p.m. right on the dot. What? You saw Tom leaving work on time? I was going to tell you the next time we met, but I actually changed jobs, and coincidentally, now I work at Tom's company. Really? Why didn't you tell me sooner? I just started last week. I was planning to surprise you. Though we're not on the same floor, I'm actually his superior. And today I saw him leaving earlier than anyone else. I thought it was sweet, assuming he was rushing home for your birthday celebration. Well, he's definitely not at work right now. Hey, can I ask something? How much overtime do people usually do at the company? Oh, why are you asking that? Tom's been staying late at work a lot lately, including tonight. I hate to be suspicious, but I wonder if he's really working. Sarah, I need to be honest with you. What is it? To be honest, hardly anyone works overtime. The company has a zero overtime policy, and upper management works hard to maintain that. That's one of the reasons I chose to transfer here. What? Then where has he been going all this time? He's not at work right now, is he? No, he's definitely not here. Has this been happening often? I've only been here a week, but... But what? He's left early every day this week. And he told me he was working late every single one of those days. We have to look into this, but first, let's spend tonight together. It's your birthday, we should celebrate. I just made a reservation at this great wine bar I know. Thanks, Kate. And Sarah? Yes? Whatever's going on with Tom, we'll figure it out together. You should celebrate your birthday to the fullest, no matter your age. Tomorrow's your day off, so let's drink to our heart's content tonight. Forget about Tom. You're right, better than sitting here alone. I'll pick you up in 30 minutes. Thanks, Kate. I really needed this today. That's what friends are for. And Sarah? Yes? Save those messages from Tom, just in case. You think something's really wrong, don't you? Let's talk about it over wine. I'll be there soon.
Sarah, we're getting divorced. I'll let you off the hook for alimony, so just sign the divorce papers right now.
What? You can't just announce something like this out of nowhere.
I left the divorce papers in the living room cabinet. I won't be coming home today, so use that time to sign them and submit them.
You left early this morning just to message me something like this? And what's this about letting me off the hook for alimony? I haven't done anything that would require me to pay you.
Being old isn't enough?
Being old isn't grounds for divorce.
What? You've done plenty. You're 7 years older than me, an old hag. You made me feel embarrassed countless times because of that.
Excuse me? Name one time I embarrassed you.
You know how much I've been laughed at because you became my wife? My friends are always bragging about their young wives. Do you know how humiliating that's been?
Your friends knew my age when we got married. So what if your wife is older? You could have just said my wife is an amazing woman and stood up for me.
Ha! What's so amazing about you? There's nothing praiseworthy about a 40-year-old hag.
That's enough. You have been nothing but insulting lately. Didn't you used to say older women were more attractive and mature? You used to compliment me all the time.
Maybe that was fine back then, but things are different now. You're too settled down. It's boring being with you.
What? So I'm boring now?
Women should be charming, energetic, and cute. And it's even better if their skin is soft and smooth.
Sorry I'm not soft and smooth anymore.
Yeah, your skin is all rough and saggy.
I've been trying my best to keep up with you despite my age. I take care of my appearance and spend a lot of money on skincare.
Still, you can't compete with someone in their real 20s. May's skin is like heaven compared to yours.
Who's May?
Actually, I already have my next partner. She's a cute junior who joined the company as a new graduate this year. Once I divorce you, I'll be with someone in their 20s.
What? You're the one who should be paying alimony. So you've been fooling around with someone in their 20s, a junior at your company no less. You're completely at fault. Is this where you've been all those late nights?
Why should I pay anything? If you weren't an old hag, I wouldn't have cheated. So basically, this isn't my fault, and I don't need to pay anything.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, did I say something wrong?
Let me get this straight. You cheated and somehow it's my fault?
You got old. What else was I supposed to do?
Fine. I didn't realize you were such a dishonest person. Since you already have your next woman lined up, we might as well divorce.
For an old hag, you're being pretty reasonable. Old people are usually so stubborn.
Let's just say I'm good at moving on. That's something you learn with age. I'll go submit the divorce papers right away.
Great, thanks. Make sure you pack your stuff and move out right away.
What?
Obviously, we're getting divorced. This apartment is leased under my name. Once we're divorced, my ex-wife has no right to live here. I'm going to live here with my girlfriend, so you need to get out.
Excuse me? Aren't you the one who should be moving out?
Huh?
Don't tell me you've misunderstood something this important. This apartment is leased under my name.
What are you talking about? You're the one who's confused. We rented this apartment under my name when we got married.
Well, that was the original plan, but don't you remember? The landlord rejected you. That's why we had to quickly change it to my name.
What?
Check the lease agreement if you don't believe me.
There's no way.
This apartment has a great location, and the rent reflects that. With my higher salary as the older one, I could easily afford it. But it would have been a stretch with your income. Remember how the real estate agent said the lease had to be under the name of the person with the higher income?
Now that you mention it, I think the real estate agent did say something like that.
So this apartment is leased under my name. In other words, to use your own words, my cheating ex-husband has no right to live here.
No way, you're lying.
Want me to show you the paperwork? So you'll be the one moving out. I'll submit the divorce papers and you can go look for a new place with your mistress. I'll have your things sent there.
Oh no, this is terrible. She was looking forward to living in this apartment.
Oh really? Well, that's not my problem.
Please, I need you to move out. Let me take over the lease.
Why don't you just rent another apartment? You don't have to be fixated on this one.
Only lower floor units are available now. This is a pretty popular building, and she insists on this one. She fell in love with the view when I brought her here the other day.
Ugh, disgusting. You brought her to our apartment? This place suddenly feels dirty.
Then you should definitely move out. I'll pay for all the moving expenses.
And the alimony too, of course. If you pay for everything, I might consider moving. Whatever the reason, cheating is cheating. If you want a divorce, you're absolutely paying alimony. If you can't accept these terms, I won't leave this apartment.
How much are we talking about?
Enough to cover a new apartment, moving expenses, and compensation for breaking our marriage contract.
Fine, I'll pay everything. I'll pay it all. Just please give us this apartment.
Then we have a deal. I'll go submit the divorce papers right away. Oh, and Tom?
What now?
I hope the view is worth it. So, you're Tom's ex-wife. You're the greedy old hag who stole all his money. How dare you make my Tom suffer? Huh, so you must be Tom's mistress. Don't call me that. I am nothing like you. Oh, and what am I like exactly? I am Tom's wife now. We registered our marriage yesterday, and we're living together starting today. Is that so? Well, congratulations. I don't want congratulations from some old hag. If you're going to say anything, how about returning the money? Money? I haven't borrowed anything from him. Stop playing dumb. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Tom told me everything. How you threw a tantrum because you didn't want to leave the apartment. How you extorted a huge sum of money from him. Poor Tom had to lose so much money just to get rid of his ex-wife. Oh, so that's how he explained it? What's that supposed to mean? Did he tell you why he paid? Because you threatened him. You were trying to get revenge, weren't you? But your petty old lady tricks won't work on us. What's so funny? Just remembering what it was like to be young and naive. Money can always be earned again, and we both work for a major company. Unlike you, we're still young. We'll get regular raises and eventually become a power couple. You can just keep collecting your retirement money, you divorced old hag. My, young people really are fearless, aren't they? Or maybe just optimistic, or should I say completely clueless. You're definitely showing your age, little girl. What did you say? Don't talk down to me just because you're older. You probably think everything's going to work out perfectly, don't you? Stealing a husband from a 40-year-old woman living in your dream apartment as newlyweds. But you know, life doesn't always go the way you plan. Though I suppose a stupid little girl like you wouldn't understand that yet. You're not making any sense, and stop calling me a little girl. I am a successful career woman. Tom and I are going to have a perfect life with 120% happiness. We'll be together at work, together at home, and I am so happy being with the person I love 24/7. About that work situation, I hate to break it to you, but you're both about to get fired. What? You're lying. Wait and see. Why would we get fired? You're seriously not making any sense. Wait, is this early onset dementia or something? What an incredibly rude little girl. But I suppose you're a perfect match for a cheater. Take that back. Why, it's true, isn't it? We did nothing wrong. Really? Nothing at all? What are you implying? You'll find out the details at work. See you. Wait, what do you mean? Answer me. Hello? I delivered the termination notices this morning as planned. They both went completely pale. I even gave them a warning, but I guess they weren't prepared. You should have seen their faces. Tell me everything. May started crying. Tom just kept stammering excuses. I couldn't believe Tom's affair partner was someone from the same company. Thanks for letting me know right away. When you told me, I had a bad feeling, so I investigated. They were doing whatever they wanted during work hours. We don't need employees who aren't serious about their work. So I'm glad we could handle this. They must have been pretty reckless to get caught in just a few days. They thought they were being subtle. How bad was it? They were chatting during work hours, using meeting rooms for personal use, and even having their rendezvous there. When I presented all the evidence, they quickly accepted the termination. I can't believe they were doing things like that at work. Neither could HR. Besides, I personally had issues with May. Thanks to this, I finally got to deal with her. Oh, really? That girl was quite problematic. She looked down on older female employees just because she was young. I was a particular target since I'm still single, and even though I was her superior, she often disrespected me. What a terrifying girl. You have no idea. She once told me I should hurry and get married before it's too late. At work? During a team meeting. Oh, God. Yep, once things settle down, we should have a congratulations on your divorce party. Or maybe a housewarming party for your new place. After all, you got quite a nice place with Tom's money, didn't you? It's bigger than my old place, and I really love it. I'll prepare some great food and drinks, so you should definitely come visit. Looking forward to seeing it. See you then.
Hey, Sarah? If possible, could you lend us some money?
What?
Please, we're desperate.
And you're asking me?
You got quite a bit from me with the alimony and moving expenses, so couldn't you lend us a little? We're both unemployed and struggling with rent. We'll pay you back as soon as we find new jobs.
I'm going to have to firmly decline. I won't lend you two a single penny.
Come on, you used to always grant my request. Where did that kind person go?
That was because you were my husband. I was kind and did everything for you because we were family. Plus, I wanted to be a good older wife, but now we're divorced. We're strangers.
We have history together.
History you threw away.
Yeah, but we only just got divorced. Don't turn cold so suddenly.
But you were praising me earlier for being such an understanding old hag. I understand my position now that we're divorced very well. This must make you happy.
Well, that's... Please, Sarah, just this once.
Ask your young wife's parents.
They won't help us.
Neither will I. Well, I guess we're done here. Enjoy your unemployed, newlywed life with May.
Sarah, wait!
Eventually, Tom and May had to leave the apartment they'd fought so hard to get. They frantically searched for new jobs, but their salaries dropped by 30%. Between the property division, alimony, and moving expenses, Tom was left practically penniless. May, being a fresh graduate, had almost no savings, making it impossible to afford the rent at the premium apartment. They ended up living in a small apartment, living quite modestly. As for me, I moved to an apartment near where my friend Kate lives, and we spend our weekends visiting each other's places, drinking and having fun on our days off.